With respect to material costing, first you should be in the position to know what is called the material cost. The logic behind material cost. What do you mean by material cost? Cost incurred for physical tangible input to produce a product called material cost. Cost incurred for physical tangible input. What is called physical tangible input? Input represent what? Raw material. Input to produce a product represent what? Raw material only. Which one you need to produce a product? Raw material. Therefore, raw material cost is called material cost. Understood what is called material cost? Raw material cost the material cost. It may be cost of raw material purchase or cost of raw material consumption. Consume பண்ண raw material இருக்கலாம் or purchase பண்ண raw material இருக்கலாம். So, cost incurred for physical tangible input to produce a product represent material cost for the purpose of raw material cost for the purpose of purchasing or raw material cost for the purpose of consumption. Understood? You know, the raw material cost, the material cost can be broadly classified into two types. One is direct material cost, another one is indirect material cost. What is called direct material cost? Cost incurred for direct material cost. You know what is called a direct cost, indirect cost. On the basis of cost classification, we have discussed what is called a direct cost. Based on relationship, cost can be classified into two types. What are they? Based on relationship, direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost represent what? Costs which are directly attributable to produce of products are called direct cost. Costs which are indirectly helps you to produce a products are called indirect cost. Clear? Costs which are directly attributable to produce a products are called direct cost. Costs which are indirectly helps you to produce a products are called indirect cost. Same logic. Material cost can be broadly classified into direct cost and direct material cost and indirect material cost. So directly attributable means direct material cost. Indirectly helps mean indirect material cost. We have discussed already in basic concept itself. Collection of all direct costs are called
Prime cost.
Prime cost. Very good. Prime cost. Collection of all indirect expenses are called
Overhead.
Right or not? So here direct material cost will form part of prime cost. Indirect material cost form part of overhead.
Already.
Are you with me? Now,
Yes, sir.
raw material cost form part of direct or indirect? Input
Direct.
raw material cost,
Direct.
maybe direct cost. Packing material also material
Direct
only. Right? Packing also material only. Packing material cost,
Indirect.
that is also material only. But
Direct.
indirectly helps. Right? It may
Indirect.
comes under the overhead. Am I right or not? Are you with me?
Sir.
Now,
Sir.
with respect to overhead or with respect to material, so what is form part of direct and what is form part of indirect, you understand? Here, our object, whenever you come across any topic for that matter, we want to listen here, we want to achieve any one of the objectives of costing. You know objectives of costing. Totally how many objects are there? 6 objects. What are all they?
Ascertainment of cost.
Ascertainment of cost.
Determination of
Cost control, cost reduction.
control, cost reduction,
Ascertainment of cost, determination of selling price, ascertainment of profit, cost control, cost reduction,
profit,
decision
cost
making.
control, cost reduction.
Every topic we want to achieve any one of the objectives of costing, sir. All topic you want to achieve any one of the objectives of costing. Now, what is the object in material costing? The object behind material costing topic is we want to minimize the expenses. Am I right or not? Raw material cost correction. We want to minimize the cost. Therefore, our object is cost reduction and cost control. So, what is our object? We want to minimize the cost reduction and cost control. Are you with me? So, how to minimize the cost? That is what you are going to take. Note it down. Material cost controlling techniques. Material cost controlling techniques. Material cost controlling techniques. First one, purchase procedure. Purchase procedure. Second one, material accounting procedure. Material accounting procedure. Third one, setting of various stock levels. Setting of various stock levels.
So is it setting off or setting off?
OF, off. Setting of various stock level. Next, economic ordering quantity. EOQ, economic ordering quantity. ABC analysis. ABC analysis. Two-bin system. TWO2 BIN bin, B for ball, BIN bin system, two-bin system. Review of slow-moving and non-moving stock. Review of slow-moving and non-moving stock. BOM and MRN, that is Bill of Material and Material Requisition Note. BOM, Bill of Material and Material Requisition Note. BOM and MRN. Control over wastage, scrap, spoilage and defective. Control over wastage, scrap, spoilage and defective. Wastage, scrap, spoilage and defective. Control over
Spoilage and
defective. Control over landing cost. Landing cost. Next, perpetual inventory system and continuous stock verification. Perpetual inventory system and continuous stock verification.
So in between my audio connection got lost. So can you repeat after the 9 points?
Wait. Then you have to wait. Perpetual inventory system and continuous stock verification. Budgetary control. Ratio analysis. ABC analysis I said or not? ABC analysis. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
sir.
So totally how many points Kanna?
13 points. 13 points. 13 points, sir.
13, sir.
Okay. So these are all the various ways are that to one, control the inventory cost. Okay. Harshini, can you please read out all the points? Repeat one more time.
It's purchase procedure, material accounting procedure, setting of various stock levels, economic ordering quantity EOQ, ABC analysis, two bin system, review of slow moving and non moving stock, Bill of material and material requisition note, that is BOM and MRN, control over wastage, scrap, spoilage and defective, control over landing cost, perpetual inventory system and continuous stock verification, budgetary control and ratio analysis.
Very good, Kanna. Very good. All of you comfortable? Good, Kanna. Good. Now, with respect to purchase procedure, what do you mean by purchase procedure, sir? Before I am going to procurement of raw material, before I am going to buy the raw material, we should have proper planning. Where I have to buy, how many quantity I have to buy, so in what rate I have to buy, I should have some proper planning. The planning process is called purchase procedure. Or, for example, our Raksha, will you buy dress for your birthday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Assume next week your birthday, Kanna. You may have to buy dress product, dress material or dress on offer. Just like that you will buy, or you will plan thereafter you will buy.
Plan and then buy.
Definitely you will plan. Am I right? What and all you will plan, Kanna? Suppose you want to purchase dress, what and all you will plan?
What type of dress, which color, the cost, margin,
Okay.
between how much I have to buy,
Hmm.
where to buy.
Very good. Anything else, Kanna?
Also sometimes look around for options, sir. We wouldn't settle in one place only, we'll look around for options. Beforehand only we'll check out options online and we'll compare it with the other prices and I guess this would be the
Okay.
one.
So these are the various way, or we have some plan for the purpose of buying the material. Boys, no need to worry. எவ்வளோ துட்டு இருக்கு, available fund, accordingly will buy. They don't have the color, they don't have the what. இவ்வளோதான் rate. I am having 500 rupees or 800 rupees, including GST, you have to give some material. அவ்வளோதான். Within that budget, what is nice, that will buy. That is called the boys' culture. Am I right? Girls are not like that. Am I right? Okay. Now, with respect to purchase procedure, we may have various plans. Where to buy, how much you have to buy, okay? Which color, okay? So what type of material, what is the trend in the trends, okay? So all those things you are going to analyze before you are going to buy. Whether offer is there or not, discount is there or not, okay? Any credit, cashback offer is there, okay? Buy one get one offer is there. So many things you may have the plan. After that only we are going to buy the material. Am I right? Why we need this plan, Kanna? If I am going to plan properly, ultimately we need cheaper and better product. Am I right or not? செலவு குறைக்கணும். Cheaper and better product. If our Raksha is going to have this plan, this type of plan, how much she can be in the position to say, what is your budget, Kanna? For birthday, how much worth of dress you may buy? எவ்வளோ spend பண்ணுவா?
So 3,000 to 4,000.
3,000 to 4,000. Very good, Kanna. Very good. Okay. Prabheshwar is thinking, for entire family, that much only my expenses. So 3,000 to 4,000 she want to spend. Then, if you have planned, some offer is there or online coupon is there, okay? If you are going to pay through online, buy online, some discount will be there. Or somewhere buy one get one offer is there. Okay, some, okay, offer. After analyzing, you identify where to buy, how you have to buy. Then how much you can be the person to save. If you have the plan, how much you can be the person to save. Maximum 10% you can save. Okay. So out of 4,000, 10% is equal to how much savings for you? 400 rupees you can save. Am I right? Even to save 400, we need some proper plan. Just like that, you can't go to the shop and buy the material. Thereafter, you're going to worry that shop some discount is there, or another shop buy one get one is there, or online some special discount is there. Then there is no use. Am I right? So before that, you have to plan. Thereafter, you have to buy. So if I'm going to have some plan, I may have some considerable savings in my money. For 400 rupees saving, we have to think this much. Am I right? For 4,000 rupees investment, you have to think this much. Then companies like MNCs, daily they need material called raw material. Am I right? Monthly they are going to spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees for the purpose of raw material. And they have to consume the raw material to convert the raw material into finished goods. They are investing lakhs of rupees for per month basis. They are investing lakhs of rupees for material. Then they should have some proper plan to reduce the cost or not. For 4,000 rupees worth I am going to buy. If I am having saving, then if I am having plan, then I can save 400 rupees. If I am going to plan properly for purchasing the raw material, where and all suppliers are there, which supplier is the best one? If I am having negotiation, okay, I can be in the position to save 1 or 2 rupees. So that considerable savings will be there. So if I am going to save, then 1 lakh quantity I am going to buy, sir. Per month, how many kgs of raw material you need? 1 lakh kgs. Per kg raw material comes to 10 rupees they are offering. So how much I have to spend for the purpose of raw material per month? You want calculator? Shall I repeat the question once again?
10 lakhs.
Shall I repeat the question once again? You say
Yes,
I will
sir.
repeat.
Yes, sir.
Harshini, சண்டை போட்டுரு நான் சொல்றேன் திரும்ப. 1 lakh quantity of raw material we need. Per kg raw material cost comes to 10 rupees. Therefore, how much you have to spend? 10 lakh rupees you have to spend. Am I right? Suppose our Narendra Babu, she is a nearby supplier. I have identified the supplier. I am having a tie-up with again Narendra Babu. Sir, per month I am spending 10 lakh rupees to what? Buy the raw material. No, I am a premium customer for you. Why don't you reduce 1 rupee per kg of raw material? If I am having terms and condition, proper terms and condition, negotiation, agreement, then Narendra Babu also will think, by way of single supplier, every month I am getting 10 lakh worth of the business. Okay, if I want to sell to outsiders 10 lakh worth of the product, I have to incur advertisement expenses, I have to reach the customer, further I have to spend some money. Here, by way of single customer, guaranteed 10 lakh worth of sale. Therefore, he may ready to reduce 1 rupee. Am I right? He may agree to reduce 1 rupee. Am I right? Then,
Yes.
instead of 10 rupees, he may going to give 9 rupees per kg raw material. Therefore, how much the savings per kg of raw material? 1 rupee saving. Therefore, 1 rupee into 1 lakh quantity I am going to buy per month. Therefore, how much the total saving per month? 1 lakh rupees is savings. Therefore, per annum, how much savings for me? 12 lakh rupees saving.
1 lakhs.
Therefore, 12 lakh rupees cost saving. Therefore, per annum 12 lakhs is the cost saving. Therefore, how much the incremental profit to the company?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs.
1 lakh.
By way of negotiation, 12 lakh is the incremental profit to the company. Am I right? Are you with me or not?
Yes, sir.
So, the planning process help us to what? Increase the profit, no? Clear? That's the
Yes,
reason.
sir.
Before you are going to buy, we should have some proper plan. That planning process is called the what? Purchase procedure. Any doubt in purchase procedure? Okay?
Sir.
So, purchase procedure nothing but what? எதை பண்ணாலும் plan பண்ணி பண்ணணும். Am I right? That planning process is called purchase procedure.
Proper planning.
Yes, Kanna. Are you comfortable?
Planning process to procure a raw material
Yes.
is called planning process.
So where to buy, how much you have to buy, who is the nearby supplier, door delivery possible or not, negotiation possible or not, discount is possible or not. That analysis is called what? Purchase procedure. Kanna. Baby, listen here. Are you comfortable? Any doubt up to this stage? Okay? Now, second one is called material accounting procedure. What is called material accounting procedure? Unless otherwise you are going to account properly, record properly, it's very difficult for you to reduce the cost. Unless otherwise you are going to record. Okay, we should have some account. Then only we can have the proper control over the expenses. The sense what? Suppose you are coming to Chennai to attend the class. You may have the habit of noting down daily basis expenses. You know your father and all having the habit of daily expenses, you will note down. Am I right? If you are having the habit of noting down the expenses, then if you are going to refer, you may get some clue. Yeah, yesterday I had the morning tiffin in this particular hotel. There I spent what 80 rupees. Whereas today I got only 50 rupees. Cheaper hotel is there, better what? Better price and what? Better quality also. So instead of going to this hotel, I can go to this hotel so that I can save the cost. You may have some idea or not? Clear? Evening I had coffee in that particular hotel, 20 rupees they charge. Whereas this particular mess they are charging only 15 rupees. This is cheaper, no? Nallam irukku. Therefore, thereafter you can save per day 5 rupees savings. Am I right? Similarly, you may have the habit of writing the expenses. You can compare, you can have the chance to compare so that you can minimize expenses. Thereafter, continuously you are going to minimize. Am I right? The 5 rupees not one time saving. 5 rupees into remaining 30 days you are going to save. Similarly, morning breakfast 80 rupees angachi. Another place 50 rupees only means 30 rupees per day into another 30 days. Am I right? 1 month you are going to save. Up a considerable save, huge saving will there or not? Continuously you can save the money or not? For that you need some data. Am I right? For that you have to record. Small things we can remember, we can be able to control. Daily breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, tea, that you can able to, when compared to this shop, because countable shops only will there, 4 to 5 shops, you can easily compare. Am I right? But companies like MNCs, daily they need raw material. They are having hundreds of suppliers, hundreds of customers, thousands of transactions per day. Then we can't able to remember which supplier, which customer, what cost. Am I right? So every transaction we can't able to remember. And men may come, men may go. Today I may be the accountant in this seat. Tomorrow other person going to occupy the seat. Therefore, if you want to compare, the data should be there in your hand. Record should be there. Then only I can able to identify. If the record is there, then I can identify. What, Narendra? You are charging 10 rupees per kg raw material. Whereas our Harshini is also another supplier, is the nearby supplier. They are charging only 8 rupees. No. So if I have the data in my hand, I can be the person to compare. Or last year you have transferred for 8 rupees, charged 8 rupees. Why this year 10 rupees? I can have the negotiation, I can have the water. So that we can have the chance to minimize expenses. For that we need some record in your hand. That records are here called stores record. What is it called? Stores record. No, you don't. Stores record is a frequently asked question. 3 mark question. Stores record.
Stores. Can you just define it so that we will know that
stores,
also?
Stores record. Segregate into 3 parts. Stores record. Segregate into 3 parts. One is bin card. B-I-N. Bin card. Second one, stores ledger. Bin card. Stores ledger. Another one is stock control card. Stock control card. Bin card.
Stock control card.
C-A-R-D. Card. C-A-R-D. Bin card. Stores ledger. Stock control card. Stock control card. Under bin card, it's a quantitative data, quantitative record. Stores ledger, it's both quantity and value based record. Quantity and value based record. Stock control card, that is also quantitative record. Stock control card, quantitative record. So bin card, stores ledger, stock control card. Bin card is mere quantitative record. Stores ledger, both quantity and value based record. Whereas stock control card mere quantitative record. Are you with me? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Now, so short notes on stores record. It's a frequently asked 3 mark question. Next, difference between bin card and stores ledger. It's a frequently asked 5 mark question. Bin card versus stores ledger. Okay. So So before go to any topic, first you have to complete that particular topic theory part properly. Then only you can understand the terminology which is there in the question also, practical question also. That's why costing paper is not a practical paper. It's a concept-based paper. Or with me? The reason for more failure in costing is students are not touching the theory part. Directly they are solving the practical problem. That's why they don't have the grip over the entire costing. So what is there in this costing? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, sometimes square. That's all in costing. Why we are adding, why we are multiplying, why we are dividing, why we are doing what, all those things, it's there in the concept. Without knowing the concept, mere solving the problem, there is no use at all. Are you with me, Ganna? So always go by way of concept. So that you have a better grip over entire costing. Are you with me?